How you doing? Keto cooking for diabetes. How you all are? Well, today it's Saturday, and what I do mostly on Saturday is what I purchased a couple days before. I like to break it down, get it prepped, get our meals and everything ready for the week. So it's not real hard to be standing over the stove and cooking whatever, especially being retired. I mean, who wants to do this? You know, I cook most of my life. I don't want to be doing this every time. So what we did was we'll buy in bulk. When I say bulk, 4 or 5 pounds of broccoli, green beans, whatever. We get that from like a Sprouts or Whole Foods. And then what I'll do is we'll take, like today, we'll steam them, cut them down a little bit more, steam them, and then pack them in little individual bags and put them in the freezer. So if we want to use them during the week, we don't have to go through that process, and then they don't go bad. So, and also with our other vegetables that we use, we do basically the same thing. So, and then what I'll do is most of the meats that I get in bulk, if I can, if the prices are right, I will take that like New York strip steaks. I'll cut them down. We'll pack them up, put them away. And what I've been doing lately is I've been making my own hamburger meat. I've been making my own chopped meat. So I've been getting chuck roasts, which are so far pretty inexpensive for chuck roast. I mean, come on. So what I'll do is I'll trim them out a little bit, and I'll take the more fattier ends and pieces from them, and I will put this in a little processor I have, chop them up, make them into ground beef, make them into patties, pack them, put them in the freezer. Because sometimes I just don't feel like going through the rigmarole of cooking, a major deal. This way we have everything done. I can plan it out pretty much, and if we want to change something or dinner plans or whatever, it's there. It's done. I with my chicken, everything else like that. Now, everybody says, well, you should be eating grass-fed, grass-finished steaks and stuff. Can't afford it. Sorry, I just can't do it. And at this stage of my life, I'm not going to sacrifice a $50 bill to be on a keto diet to lose weight or whatever and satisfy somebody else that you should be on doing what they want you to do. You got to do what you want to do and how it works for you. Right now we're eating very little. There again, everybody's asking me, 1 meal a day. You got to check with your doctor. You're over 65. And I checked with my doctor. We're good to go with it as long as I feel okay. I eat when I'm hungry. This was the problem in the past. You load up on carbs, half hour later, you're hungry. So this is not the case this time, and it just clicked in real fast for me. Not to be a windbag about it, but also cheeses. People have been asking about cheese. You got to be careful with cheese and hard cheese. I use hard cheeses. I use a hard provolone. I also use a pecorino. Whoa, easy for you to say. I can't say Romano cheese. Okay. And then I use another hard cheese, a Gouda or whatever. And this is what we use on our salads or just to chew on a couple pieces, and that's it. So with that said, I'm going to show you how I break down some of the meat. It's real quick. I'm not going to bore anybody with it. But it's just a little common sense to use for yourself to get yourself ready. Take one day, get yourself ready for at least 3 or 4 days that you can just pick out real fast. And you make your dinner. I use a wok most of the time because it's fast. It gets very hot. You can do what you need to do, and you get it done, and it's more enjoyable than doing anything else with a barbecue or anything else like that. Especially now, like I said, where I'm out west, it's very hot. So, with that said, I'm going to show you a couple still shots. And I'm going to show you a couple videos of breaking the food down and stuff. And also what we also have is our own little our garden. We have basil, we have oregano, and I have rosemary in it. And that's most of the spices that I use most of the time. And it's nice to go outside, pick fresh, and eat. That's what I said, whole foods. Everything is fresh, semi-fresh, and right there. And that's the best thing in the world you can put in your system. So watch on. Okay, I'm using a chuck roast, which is a cheaper cut of meat, but it serves the purpose for what I need. Right now, trying not to eat a lot of beef, not for any other reason, but I'm trying to get my numbers down, and I'm also trying to eliminate a lot of bulk. So this is, like I said the other day, the meat prices are crazy. So for right now, this is what we're going to be doing. Now what I'll do is I'll take this cap off here, and what I'll do is I'll make this into, I'll split it down and put it into some steaks, just for two. Today I'm going to make beef and broccoli, so it'll serve the purpose really good. But then I'll make the rest of it, I'll cube up, and I'll make into hamburgers, and it is some beautiful, the hamburger was absolutely delicious. So, like I said, I try to cut corners a little bit to save a little bit of money, and not to go overboard. I mean, because you're looking at grass-fed steaks and stuff that everybody's calling for. You don't need to. You really don't need to, because of the cost. I mean, it's just to lose a few pounds and to turn around and break the bank. It's crazy. So I'll cut this one up here. As you can see, it's got most of the fat, and I'm breaking it down a little bit more along their lines. And as you can see, I have wax paper down here that I just ripped, but I use that just so I don't have to spend most of my time cleaning the boards, bleaching the boards, and so. But if you have to do it, you have to do it. Okay, there is the bulk of it cut up from cubes, and I'll show you in a little bit how I process it as far as making it into hamburger. Nothing else gets added. I don't put salt or pepper in it until once I get ready to cook it. So it cubes up pretty good. I mean, and I'll tell you what, it really, really makes a delicious tasting hamburger. Okay, I'm going to load up the little hopper here. Start the grinding process. I don't put too much in because it's a little machine, and I don't want to bog it down too much. But I'll tell you, it really comes out good. I'm going to spare you the loud noise, so I'm going to grind it and then come back to it. I'll tell you, this little machine does one heck of a job. Really, really nice. I just got this not too long ago. I had the regular meat grinder that went on your KitchenAid. My KitchenAid, the gears broke in it, so I have to use this. But I tell you what, it really does a nice job. Okay, an ice cream scoop and some ground meat. So I'm making some burgers. I'm not going to bore you with going through the whole scenario of it, but this is the best way to do it. Like I said, there's only two of us here, so we don't make a lot, but it's convenient sometimes when I just don't feel like to cook and feel like having a burger. And I'll take this, very easy, smash it down. There, spin it around. Take the other one, take my spatula, smooth it out, bring it together a little bit. Put them together. Now I don't put anything in here. I mean, it's just meat. That's it. Some people like to put their little bit of spices in there, and just clean them up a little bit. But this is it. I mean, this is from a chuck roast. That would be one cooked, one done. That's it. Now I made a couple different meals of it. Okay, there it is. Out of just about 4 pounds of meat from the chuck roast, I got probably 6-ounce patties, and 2 4-ounce, because leftover meat there. And there's for tonight. I mean, between the two of us, I'll probably just cook 2 of them, two of the longer strips, and freeze the rest. So like I said, a lot of people would say, why would you want to go through that? Why wouldn't you just pick up chopped meat and do it? Well, like there again, it's a mindset. I know exactly what's in that meat, other than I don't know, I wasn't there when the cow ate what he ate. But the bottom line is I know exactly how it was processed, how it was ground and everything. I did it myself. We buy broccoli florets, cut them up a little bit smaller, and then we take them and then we blanch them. And then we pack them for the freezer and in little individual bags, and then we have broccoli. Marie sauteed the garlic, olive oil, butter, and a little bit of hot pepper. Okay, I'm making this steak outside, an extremely, extremely hot pan. Probably going to smoke, so that's why I'm doing it outside, and torture my neighbors. Butter in here. Second one down. Boy, if you could smell this, it'd be unbelievable. Smoking more, but enjoying it less. Beef and broccoli. Oh my God, it is delicious. I get this small card in the mail, and it says data verification needed. All right, see what it is. I open it up, and it is from a crematory. All right, we'd like to have further information. Please fill out the attached form with any kind of special requests, or we need for you to update your information. Hold on a minute, what are you talking about? So this is almost like an invitation to your own barbecue. Oh, I don't know. So it says out here, any pertinent information, any other information that they may need. So I said, okay, let me fill this thing out here. So what I did was I asked them to put on a couple rack of ribs, some Boston butts, because my family likes to eat barbecue. And being that I'm providing the heat, hey, what do you think? Let's have a nice send-off. Jesus, crying out loud, this stuff.